Braden McNabb went into the boards awfully hard on a non-call on a trip by Victor Arvidsson. He's going to gut it out tonight. Darnell Nurse was one of the men who beat Aiden Hill 3 times in a span of 5.5 minutes, and we're underway. The exception was a McDavid, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, and Nurse edition. 2017, they lost Anaheim. Centering pass, quick shot, save made. Aiden Hill, and he stopped Victor Arvidsson. Barbashev had to get past him, allowing Skinner to climb the clock for Klingberg ahead for Corey Perry. And the crowd urging Stuart Skinner on. Here's McDavid walking in, dish to the trailer. It's Perry. Shot! Score! Michael under control against Nugent Hopkins and Henry. Pass missing by Olsen in front of back here. Saved by split out Stuart Skinner. The Golden Knights 2 shots on net, but nary a goal. Here's a turnover. Kane down low. McDavid dishing one-timer off the crossbar from Draisaitl. Puts the brakes on down low. Deals back to Bouchard. Across the Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard. Shot. Score. Perry. The tip. 2-0 Edmonton.
Knobloch said this morning this power play has to make plays a little quicker, and when that shot is available, you have to take it. Corey Perry, one of the best net front guys in his illustrious 20-year career. He can tip pucks with the best of them. And for Evan Bouchard, this isn't a blast. Get it through the traffic, and that's exactly what he does. He zips this wrister through, and Corey Perry right in front of Aiden Hill. No chance for him to see this one. Little redirection finds the back of the net, and the first power play goal of the series for Edmonton makes it 2-0. To 50 points, or 50 assists, in the playoffs. He's on that list, too.
Here's Draisaitl working his way to the Vegas line. A turnover and a 2-on-1 for the Golden Knights. Nick Waugh to the net. Pearson can't finish. A blast by Abe, got through Skinner. Rebound, slammed home. And Vegas has cut it to 2-1. Skinner down and out, and the Golden Knights kept at it. And I think it was Nick Waugh, the last to nudge it over the line.
Tough game number 2 for Nick Waugh. He took the 5-minute major in overtime. Sit in the sin bin for him. And here's just a great backtrack right here by Keegan Colasar as he just takes that puck away, dishes it to Waugh. Now, it looks like Darnell Nurse does a great job to break it up, but it's the blast by McNabb, and we watched McNabb in the warm-up. Sorry, it was Hegg. Sorry, my bad. Hegg gets this shot right away back to the net. It drops down in front of Skinner.
Noah Hannafin takes over for Vegas. That goal a little reminiscent of what we saw in Game 1, Louis. Could be a big one for Vegas. Here's Smith to the net. Backhander score! And suddenly the game is tied. The Golden Knights strike twice in less than a minute.
On a stick, only 1 goal in the previous 8 games in the playoffs. One of the original Vegas Golden Knights. And similar to how Edmonton sets things up in the neutral zone, it'll pass back to him with speed. And he just keeps going. Little dangle inside the line, is able to walk around Podkolzin, and then the backhand through the wickets of Stuart Skinner. Little fake flare on the forehand, brings it to backhand, 2-2. He stretched the glove out. It was just by it.
Henderson winds it around. Hyman back to Kulak, a one-timer save. Rebound! Oh, Hill made a terrific save on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
The front teeth, and he said there was a few cuts inside his mouth, but otherwise he's okay and ready for period 2.
Yeah, you would have been carving out my gravestone if I took a shot.
So you mean right square in the face is what you're saying?
In front, backhander, and a tough save by Stuart Skinner against Tomas Hertl. Pietrangelo walking the line, looking for a lane, can't find it. Here's a drive by Olsen, the rebound, Rackford, save! Skinner denied Hertl. Sets up Pietrangelo, slap pass, misfired, intended for Hannafin. And the puck clatters off the corner boards. Long change for Edmonton. Carlson trying to keep the pressure on, dishing off, getting it back, and scoring! 3-2 Vegas.
The Vegas Golden Knights counter this puck quickly and make Edmonton pay. Guys going to the bench. It's Karlsson, who seems to have a tank that doesn't ever run out, just continues this play, little give and go, and he gets this puck back from the middle and one times at home for the first lead of the Vegas Golden Knights. Noah Hanifin, the defenseman's jumping up on that rush, and he makes the pass back. And that's the dangers of the
playoffs with a lead after 2, Louis. We saw that come to an end. And then going into game 2, they had won 42 in a row when scoring at least 3 goals. And that streak came to an end.
That was a beautiful pass by Draisaitl. A better defense by Karlsson. Could not allow Arvidsson that clean shot.
Here's Pearson with Waugh hanging to the net. Waugh denied by Skinner.
Heavy action here, Hurdle. Tries to get up and out off the bench here. A little collision with the linesman. That sets up this play. Beautiful pass into Waugh. He tries to go glove, and Skinner flashes the leather.
Building speed, gaining the line. Draisaitl, a backhander sifted wide. One time by Woman. Save Hill. Rebound. Hill. A magnificent stop on McDavid. Another key faceoff. This time more even off the draw, but plucked out of there by McDavid. Back to Bouchard. Down low, McDavid. Challenged by Shea Theodore. Center pass.
There's McDavid's dad, Brian, in the stands watching this one, and this place is erupted. Chance after chance after chance, and Hill had the solution. But this one here, a hard pass across, goes off the skate of Brayden McNabb. So a little friendly fire. He wants to try and put this one through to Leon Draisaitl, who goes from wide to narrow, looking back door, and it goes off the skate of McNabb.
Here's William Karlsson. Driving around Leon Draisaitl. They'll chip and charge back in. Karlsson trying to center off the Skinner. Waiting. Riley Smith shoots, and that stayed out at the horn. Smith is screaming. He thought it. Put it underneath the bar.
This is unbelievable. This looked like it might have gone in.
This might be in.
And it's Karlsson. I mean, William Karlsson gets to this puck first using his speed. He finds Smith, and then the patience to walk around.
At 0.4, the puck completely crossed the line. Goal.
We've got a series. Riley Smith with his second of the game, third of the playoffs. It's going to be the game winner with 0.4 of a second remaining. Louis, you and I aren't even midway through the second round, and we've seen about just...
It goes off the tip of the blade of Draisaitl and finds its way across the line. They had to come back out. Everybody had left because this game was over essentially with 0.4 seconds on the clock.